Night City, California. After a nuclear bomb was detonated in Japanese megacorp Arasaka's Night City headquarters during an attack on the HQ by the famous Solo Morgan Blackhand and the famous rockerboy Johnny Silverhand, the eventual end of the 3-year-long Fourth Corporate War was triggered, and thus started the time of the Red. Dubbed as such due to the red tint to the sky that persisted 2 years after the explosion. The aftermath of the Fourth Corporate War left everyone in shambles, but especially the megacorps, who lost a lot of their global power but still exercise a great deal of control in Night City, one of these being Biotechnica. Biotechnica is a corp that specializes in genetic engineering and microbiological and biochemical research. They're responsible for solving the fuel crisis in the late 1900s with their groundbreaking Chew-2, a genetically engineered grain alcohol that was able to replace all fuel. They licensed out the production to meet demand and became an extremely wealthy company. Their face is a biochemist named Niccolo Logagia. He is the one behind most of their advancements, like Chew-2. But that's not all Biotechnica creates. They're responsible for therapeutic pharmaceuticals and a multitude of synthetic biocreations. These include various cloning technologies to grow human limbs, body parts, and non-human animals from cells, as well as bioengineering new plant animal strains. Biotechnica is considered the closest thing to a good guy corporation that exists, but even they host dark secrets. That's where the Raven Corps comes in. TRC is an underground youth-led radical group of collective liberation freedom fighters. They stem from an earlier variant that used to do public activism before being forced to go underground out of the combined threat of the megacorps. As the time of the Red dawned, and the corporate power shrunk, there have been whispers across the grapevine that there's a crazy group out there, fighting against the state, the corporations, and all hierarchies, dedicated to liberating us all. But it has to be a myth. In Night City? No way. Well, hello everybody, and welcome to episode 1 of Radical Goal Breach. I am Onyx, your game master, as well as a conspirator at the Raven Corps. Now, really quickly, I'm gonna introduce our players, starting with Curran. Here, would you like to introduce yourself and who you'll be playing as?
Hello. Yeah, my name is Curran. They, them. I am a member of the Raven Corps, and I'm going to be playing Natasha Kaiaco, a medtech. She, they.
Awesome. Next, Grace, would you like to go?
Yeah, name's Grace. I'm also a member of the Raven Corps, she, her. And I'm playing Ruby. She is a rocker boy, also she, her.
Awesome. And Cammy, bring us home.
I'm Pammy, they, them, a conspirator at the Raven Corps, and I'll be playing Evan Olamina. Octavia Butler nerds will understand the last name reference, and Evan Olamina is a netrunner, they, them.
Awesome. Now, for those of you who may be unaware of what the Raven Corps is, what a tabletop RPG is, or even what Cyberpunk is, I'll just give you a basic explanation. So the Raven Corps is a youth-led group of radical activists, just like in the intro that I did there. And we focus a lot of our activism around vegan collective liberation. The idea that none of us are free until all of us are free, and all liberation struggles are inherently intertwined and interconnected. Now, we are currently working on a few operations at the moment, one focused on direct action, one focused on mutual aid, and another one focused on divesting from capitalist state systems. If you're interested in learning more about us, you can search us up online at theravencorps.org, core spelled C-O-R-P-S. We also have a Mastodon account. We're at the Raven Corps at veganism.social, and we're moving off of Instagram, but we still have an account there at the Raven Corps. C-O-R-P-S. For those of you who are unaware of what a tabletop RPG is or what we've been doing here, essentially it's just a collective storytelling with a little bit of rules to make it like a video game. But, we're talking here. And it's a lot of role play. It's a lot of fun. We're all creating and crafting a story here together. And specifically, the system that we're using is one known as Cyberpunk RED, which is kind of like a high-tech sci-fi kind of world, but in a gritty dystopian setting. If you've ever seen the film Blade Runner, think of something along those lines. You know, gritty, noir, mysteries, huge powerful corporations, all that sort of stuff. And without further ado, we are going to get into our story. Sunday, September 3rd, 2045. Our story begins in the uppermost region of South Night City, in a small, rundown ripperdoc clinic. A Night City University student is currently on a surgical table, just waking up from sedation after getting a cybernetic implant. And over to the side, we see another Night City University student who is currently working away. Curran, would you like to introduce us to your character?
Yeah. So, you see in the corner of this room who's currently just like, has some medical tools just kind of under some running water under a faucet, just cleaning them off, is this, about 5'8" tall woman, wearing these rather like very unkempt clothing. Like, she's in a very about as sanitized a location as they can be on the streets, but her clothes do not reflect the fact that she is in fact a medical worker of some kind. She's wearing this beaten up hoodie, this like gray zip up hoodie with just like a form-fitting white shirt beneath it. The sleeves look like they've been at some point duct taped together. She has this greasy black hair that's just kind of like awkwardly frames her face a little bit with these bangs that she constantly seems to have to brush out of her maybe too wide eyes. She seems to just right now be a little bit dissociating at the faucet right now, as she's just cleaning off some tools and that kind of thing, just kind of staring off into the foreground.
Yeah, so Natasha, you hear out of the corner of your ears behind you, Natasha, look at these. And
turns around.
As you turn around, you see your friend, who also goes to the same school as you, Sadie. Now, Sadie kind of has like a romantic goth kind of appearance, you know, lacy black clothing mixed with some dark reds, smudged lipstick because, you know, she just got an intensive surgery done, but, you know, still had to show up for it. And as she smiles at you, you see fangs, as she just got some brand new cyberware known as vampires implanted. Look at these.
They look very good. You know what would make them better? Hang on. Did you bite yourself already?
No, it just jaw hurts a little bit.
All right. Well, yeah. I mean, yeah, you just had your like jaw practically removed for a bit. You know what would make it look better though? And Natasha like gets out like a little rag and just kind of wipes off the smudges off of her face. Like, all right, hang on, let me just. There we go. Okay, much better. Why were you so persistent on wearing your lipstick? You know that like that's an intensive process, and it was bound to be. Whatever, never mind. Okay.
And you hear out of the corner a little bit in the back where all like the medical supplies are. Yeah, it did not make doing this surgery any easier. And you hear the faucet is running as well, and that's Wrangler. Wrangler is the owner of this little ripperdoc clinic, and it's the one who does the surgery and, you know, gives you a place of work and that kind of stuff. And Sadie kind of does like a glance back over at him, looks back at you. I had to look good. What can I say?
All right. You know what? That's your thing. Fine. Sure.
And
are you able to stand up? Okay, not too dizzy or anything like that?
Yeah, I'm fine. He stands up and then like sits back down immediately.
Okay, all right.
I'll be fine. I had to get these. You know that corporal kid Rose, president of the Bio Club? She's apparently throwing this party tomorrow night, and it's gonna be in South Night City. But according to everybody, it's supposed to be super fucking Nova. Can you give me a streetwise or a local expert check? Just really quickly. See what do you know about this Rose Bauer?
Why don't I go with a little bit of streetwise? Let's see. Did that come up for anyone? Oh, wait. Here we go. Okay.
There we go.
Streetwise.
Oh, shit. Yeah. That's good. That's a 19.
Wonderful.
So, yeah, you know Rose Bauer. Who doesn't know Rose Bauer? She's an influencer on The Garden, which is like the main social media app in Night City. She's the current president of the biology club at Night City University. She's also an intern for Biotechnica and is dating another kind of popular kid, an athlete at the school named Shinya Kusanagi. So, you know Rose, most people do. It's hard to not know who Rose is.
Oh, yeah, her. I works for Biotechnica. I've actually been trying to apply for an internship there for so long now, but I don't know how to get an in.
Oh.
So,
hey, maybe come to this party. I mean, I kind of need someone to go with, because
I mean,
I feel like it's gonna get more dangerous. Have you seen like that there have been like more tiger claws here?
I don't know if I've noticed more tiger claws. I mean, maybe there have been a few more like crime scenes in the area. Has that been because of tiger claw activity?
I think so. You know, I forget who exactly they're feuding with or whatever, but like it hasn't been good. I feel like it's just been a lot of violence and people have been getting caught in the crossfire, and just, you know, NCPD doesn't really give too much of a shit, and they're also stretched kind of thin anyway, so.
Well, I guess that will be something to look into. I haven't heard about anything like that, but I mean, I guess nothing really changes. Just, you know, you still have to keep an eye over your shoulder. That's always been the same, you know, that kind of thing.
Yeah, I guess so. And you hear from Wrangler while he's watching things in the back. Hey, don't forget to give her like sanitizing equipment and all that stuff before she heads out.
Right. Yes. Actually, you know what? Since I'm pretty much, you know what, Wrangler, I think I'm gonna give her all her stuff. I think I'm gonna clock out and walk her back to her dorm. Seems like she still needs to work off the meds, so
yeah, that's
I'm gonna do that.
It's probably a good idea, and she's right about tiger claws. I've been hearing it from all my other ripperdoc buddies. You know, good for business, but shit.
Yeah, it sounds like business will be picking up soon then, huh? Okay.
Yeah. Maybe we'll be able to get that cryo chamber. But otherwise, be careful
soon
on your way back.
Will do. Alright, and Natasha will go over to like their little storage cabinet, grab some sanitization supplies, also gonna grab like one of the little bottles of estrogen pills, puts that into her pack, and it's gonna go over to Sadie like, okay, you ready to go? Are you able to stand at least?
Yeah, just, and she's gonna like place like a hand on your shoulder like, yeah.
Okay. Yeah, just lean on me, let's go.
I'm good.
Take a
I got it.
Okay. You don't look good. Well, I mean, your outfit looks great, but you seem a little out of sorts. Okay. Alright, let's go.
Okay, yeah, so you and Sadie take a nice walk home. And as you guys make your way home, we find ourselves in another place. In South Night City, but just a little bit further down, to a refurbished warehouse, the Raven Corps hideout. And our two next characters find themselves walking in to this hideout after coming back from breaking into a Biotechnica employee apartment and stealing some data. For the past few months now, you guys have had a campaign against Biotechnica, trying to take them down through their corruption and their experimentation. You've been able to track down shady information here and there, but nothing concrete at the moment. Everything is just rumors and stuff with low-level scientists, but you're hoping that you're able to get some good information, especially for main two reasons. Yesterday, there was a whistleblower who was planning up a meeting with Gray, who's your media. But before he was able to give away any important information, he was shot dead by an unknown assailant. Gray was able to get away, but was hit with a bullet, and it seemed to have some sort of designer pathogen laced around it. He's been to ripperdocs here and there, but nothing has really been able to stick in making him feel better at the moment. And tonight, everything pretty much went fine for you guys, but you almost ran into some serious trouble. Almost ran into some cops who seem busy doing stuff, and also booster gangs who are always trying to mug someone or get a quick buck or really just fuck people up for fun. So, as you guys make your way in, Cami, would you like to introduce us to who we see?
Yes. So Evan is a around 5'10" fellow, about 20 years old, short cropped brown hair, typically wearing athleisure, wear only evergrays, and they have a look about them that is just reads as very dead on the inside. Not a lot of light or love in those eyes. But yeah, and they also are always wearing what appears to be a leather necklace with some sort of charm or token on it. Yeah, that's Evan.
Awesome. All right. And Grace, who else is it walking beside Evan that we see?
So my character's name is Ruby. She's on the shorter side. She's kind of like the polar opposite of Evan in that she's wearing like a lot of color. She has this like massive yellow coat that she's wearing, and then like fishnets, and then like sneakers, like lots of like yellows and blues, and her hair is really messy. She's got really long bangs that she pretty clearly cut herself. I mean, her whole looks like she did it herself. But yeah, again, polar opposite of Evan in that she seems to have a lot of hope and joy in her eyes that a lot of other people in this universe don't have as much.
Yeah, definitely. It's not a fun time all the time in Night City. But yeah, as you make your way in, you see Gray sitting down at a desk typing away on a computer. He's sifting through various articles about Biotechnica and various employees, but he's just not looking very well, and he's sweating a lot. And your fixer, the guy who kind of like, gets you information and gets you contact with other people, Yarrow, is sitting down on his agent, and his head turns up as he watches you guys walk in. Hey, you guys are back. How did everything go?
Oh well.
I don't know if I'd call it well. We did it.
Call it well.
Okay, well, we're different people. We barely made it, but we got it. So, here you go.
Okay. Yeah, just toss it over to Gray. He'll take a look at it.
Right. Hey, how are you feeling, Gray? You do not look good.
Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean? I'm fine. I'm actually
establish
perfect.
if this thing is contagious?
Perfectly it's where you're fine. I'm fine. I'm fine.
Okay. Do you need like tissues or something?
I
Can I get you anything?
You see, like the desk is like covered in tissues, and it has like 4 like overflowing bins, like trash bins, just like overflowing with like tissues. He's like, I can maybe like use like another trash can or something. I think that'd be helpful.
Got you. Good on the tissues. I see that now.
Don't touch the keyboard.
Wasn't planning on it.
Because blowing my nose a lot. Yeah.
I see that. Yeah.
Well, thanks for information. Glad you guys are back and safe and everything.
Yeah. We barely made it back, but we made it. So.
Yeah, a mission survived. It's a successful one in my eyes. Did you hear anything new about Biotechnica?
I'll let Yarrow brief you. I did. Yarrow's like, let me brief you. Unfortunately, with the stuff that you gave us in the past few days, Gray's sifted through basically every inch of it. I've taken a look as well, and there's really nothing. As per usual, it seems like either they're hiding it very well among someone who's nameless, or it's just under the highest security. But I feel like they have to slip up somewhere. There has to be a weak point. There's always a weak point. They're not geniuses. At least not everybody is. So they're gonna fuck up somewhere, and we'll find it. We'll just hope that what you're able to get here is gonna help put some pieces together. But hopefully this lead for tomorrow, hopefully when we follow up on that gives us something, at least. How are you feeling about it, Evan? Because you're gonna do the big hack. And tomorrow, you guys are planning on hacking into a student by the name of Rose Bauer, Biotechnica intern, president of the biology club. She's hosting an event tomorrow, specifically like an all about Biotechnica event, and you guys are planning on doing a little hack into her phone, to her agent, to get as much information as you can.
I mean, I'm gonna lose sleep over it, but I don't sleep anyway, so yeah, it'll be good.
Well,
It'll be good.
Hopefully this helps, and you're also gonna like reach over into like a bag that he has like next to him on the couch, and he's gonna throw you a device. It's called a crunch whistle, and it should help you with hacking into the agent easier. And basically the way that a crunch whistle works is that when you make your check to try and hack into the agent, it'll allow you to add your netrunner level, which right now is 4, so it'll allow you to add 4 points to your roll, so increasing your likelihood of being able to break into it. So hopefully...
This will be tremendously helpful.
Yeah. And how are things going with classes? I know, what is it? It's, well, like syllabus week is about to start or something, right?
Yeah, I mean, mine have barely started, but I already am dreading it and regret my decision to be here. That's how I'm feeling about it.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest, I have not been to any of my classes this week.
Ruby, it's like the first, it's the
None?
first week.
What? It's syllabus week. What are we learning? Like, it's ridiculous.
What's expected of you? Oh my god. Okay.
The foundations of the rest of the year?
I think it's pointless. I'll show up to a couple next week.
A couple?
Okay. Just don't get expelled. Being at the university is very beneficial. So, as long
Very
as
helpful.
you can
Yes.
stay a student, that'll be helpful.
Okay, I don't
How's
mind.
the music going?
Good. I mean, that's kind of what I've been spending my time. I'm not spending in class, but yeah, I'm working on a new album right now. It's so, but I think I'll get there.
Well, best of luck. You know, art is power, and it's powerful, and don't lose sight of what you can change. But you guys should be heading off anyway soon. Make sure you guys are vigilant as always, but you at least want to get a nice night's rest. Or Evan, try to sleep, please.
Yeah, I'll do that for sure. Yeah. Don't you worry.
That wasn't very convincing,
Bye.
but yeah.
We should go get to bed and all that stuff.
Yeah, totally. Gray's gonna be like, I'll let you guys know when I have some information about the from the drive and the files. Okay. Have a good night. Be safe.
I'll see if I can swipe a trash can for you. Good night.
Good night. And you guys head back to your dorms, apartments, whatever, to prepare for classes in the morning. Natasha, you are woken up as your alarm goes off and your agent reads you the following message. Good morning. The date is September 4th, 2045. It is currently 8 a.m. Today the gaming club is holding an intro to Elfine's online meeting at 2 p.m. and the biology club is holding an all-about interning at Biotechnica panel at 6 p.m. There have been reports of increased tiger claw presence along the border of South Night City and an uptick of violence. Please be careful.
Natasha just kind of very bleary-eyed, fumbles for her phone, looks at the time. What time is it again?
It's 8 a.m. And actually, as you look at your agent screen, you are flashed with the front page news, Night City today.
Oh. Just taking like a quick glance at that. Does it show anything about the tiger claw activity?
Yes, so the top headline is Nakagawa on the move, increased tiger claw presence in South Night City. And there's a few other news reports as well and articles. There's one about some warring between rooftop gardeners as well as other booster gangs. There is an article about a string of breaking and enterings into Biotechnica employee apartments. There's one about a zoners riot. There's a little ad about the dating app that exists on the garden, and also a little article about an illegal drug operation bust that happened last night in South Night City.
I think Natasha just kind of like looks over this for a second, just like very tired, rubbing the sleep out of her eyes, just like, and then just suddenly like goes fully awake, seeing what time it is. It's like, fuck, I'm late, and just immediately jumps out of bed, gets all of her school gear together, and just immediately out the door without even like doing any kind of like freshening him up. She slept in the clothes that she was working in yesterday, so she's wearing the exact same like duct taped together outfit there's maybe a little bit of blood stains from, doing a little bit of surgery, but, that's fine. So she's just immediately out the door running as fast as she can to her first class.
Awesome. And, Evan, you also wake up. Boom. Alarm. If you were even asleep. Alarm goes off.
Was not asleep. Bold of you to assume I woke up.
That's my fault. That's so my fault. Yeah, alarm still goes off. You still get the same read, and you still get the same news report.
Oh fuck. Okay. They kind of set their phone aside because they've been tinkering with their breacher. So they set their agent aside and basically just straight as a board, shoot out of bed, look into their closet, grab an exact replica of what they're wearing, just another gray athleisure wear, one of the two that they have, grab a pack of kibble, head to the bathroom, splash some water on their face, and they're about to head out the door. Then they stop for a second, and Evan kind of looks back to their bedside table and takes a little packet out of the drawer that's in there. He kind of looks at it, considering, and shakes their head, puts it back, and heads out the door.
Got you. And Ruby, you were also awoken by your alarm. Same read of the news and everything that's going on, and the same news front page hits you as well.
Yeah. So Ruby immediately gets started with her morning routine. She decides to play some vintage tunes, aka Kesha. She goes, "When I wake up in the..." That whole song. So she gets her outfit on, she brushes her teeth, she is jump out of bed, kind of get ready kind of gal, no hold back or anything.
Awesome. Great. So, Natasha, you finish up your first classes, and what is the first thing on your schedule? You need to go grab something to eat? You meeting up with Sadie or anything? You know that later in the day you have this, you heard about the Biotechnica interning panel, and that was, something that piqued your interest because, you're thinking about interning, applying.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think right now that she's done with the first handful of classes, she's now gone into the dining hall and is just kind of at a table there. Since she has a little bit of time before her next class, she just has a pack of kibble out and is just kind of eating at that. When Sadie and Natasha got their classes figured out, they did compare schedules, but that hasn't totally settled in Natasha's brain, so she doesn't really remember Sadie's schedule yet. She's only just starting to memorize her own schedule, so she doesn't really know if Sadie's gonna be here at the lunch hall, but she's kind of looking around, seeing if she does show up while she's eating her kibble.
Yeah, so you're looking around, and then you just hear a very loud "Natasha?" Just no concern whatsoever for anyone else who's at the dining hall.
Just looks over, waves her over.
Oh, you see Sadie runs over, wearing some black combat boots, frilly black skirt, and a nice black lacy blouse and all that, and comes running over to you, full face of makeup.
You really do love to make an entrance, huh?
What is life if not always making entrances?
Sure. All right. Fair enough. Have your classes been going okay?
Yeah, class have been fine. Had a little bit of history to start my morning off, and I kind of slept through a lot of it. It's very good, very good white noise.
Ah, of course. That I don't know the teacher for that one. Is it a good teacher at least?
I maybe if he could have been great. I didn't hear much of anything.
I guess you were asleep, yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Just kind of continues eating at some of the kibble. So, remind me, it's at 6 today is when the, orientation thingy for the Biotechnica is happening?
Yeah, right? Rose is hosting a panel. I think it's hardly a panel, I think only she's running it, or whatever. Just about Biotechnica and interning. So, if that's what you're looking into, then you should totally go. I'll be there.
Okay. Alright, well, yeah, maybe we should go to that together then. Because, again, if they're doing that, then it would probably behoove me to, go to that and then also go to the party as well, show that I'm committed. Huh?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think, I am going to head out for a bit.
Okay.
But I'll see you, 55. Come by my dorm.
Yeah, alright, I could do that.
Yeah, awesome. Okay, cool. And you see Sadie kind of take out her agent and kind of turn on the camera and kind of look at her teeth and everything and check them out. Mess with her hair.
You've been using the sanitization solution, right?
Oh yeah, totally.
Good.
How do I look?
Amazing as always. I like the makeup today, by the way.
Thank you. Look? Yes. I was taking some inspiration from some old films and stuff like that, kind of looking, just, kind of honing that, vampire aesthetic.
Retro vibes. Very nice.
Yes.
Can I... Natasha finishes up her pack of kibble.
Can I tell you a little something? You just gotta be a little bit quiet about it.
I suppose so, sure. What's the thing?
I'm trying to join the Philharmonic Vampires. And what you would know is that the Philharmonic Vampires are a booster gang in Night City. They're primarily in the University District. They actually have their own symposium hall where they actually throw parties and stuff like that. And basically, out of all the booster gangs, they're basically one of the chillest. They're more of a party gang. And just kind of more about fun and pranks and stuff like that, and kind of embracing that very vampire goth aesthetic. And they're pretty well known around campus. They're on campus every now and then, but they are still a gang. They are still a booster gang, so can get violent at times.
Natasha kind of raises her eyebrows. Really? I mean, if you really want to do that, but also they're cool and all, and they're fun to hang out with and interact with, but they are still a gang.
I know, but it's not I'm not joining Maelstrom or whatever. I'm not gonna go around killing people, but I don't know, they have fun all the time, and it's just...
Yeah, sure, they do that, but also, sometimes, other gangs might show up and want to have their own kind of fun, if you know what I mean.
You think I don't got it? You think I don't got a heater on me?
Are you what? Are you packing? What?
Not right now.
That is cool.
But like, I got some. I got some heat. And I've been practicing a little bit too. Like, I'm ready.
Mm-hmm.
I'm ready to do this.
I mean, if that's what you want to do, then like, I mean, I can't stop you. You already have like the aesthetics down and everything.
Thank you.
It's just, you know, I'm obviously gonna be a little worried about you. You know, it's like that's, you know, a little scary joining a game.
Yeah, I'll be fine.
Mhm.
But I'm gonna go. I'm actually gonna meet up with them now. So.
Oh. Do you not have a class to go to?
It's. Bye, and she gets up and like just like.
All right.
She just runs off.
All right. Well, have a good time with vampires. All right. Just looks at her empty bag of kibble. I need better food. And gets up and heads to her next class.
All right. So, Evan, you are currently. It's been like maybe like a little bit past the scene that we just did, and you get a notification on your phone. And it's a text. It's a text from a number that you haven't saved. And it's someone saying, Are we doing this soon?
Which person? Who is this?
And it's actually like Sadie.
Oh.
For the textbooks?
Yep, got you. Meet me at the library.
Alright. So, assuming you head over to the library, and you see a girl standing there, and with like kind of like romantic goth makeup and aesthetic, like crimson red lips that are kind of have like a little bit of a black tint to them as well, frilly blouse and skirt and combat boots, and she's kind of like looking around.
Sadie?
Yes, you are. I don't.
You can just call me Evan.
Evan,
I go by Wild Seed. That's probably how you heard about me.
Yes, wild seed. Yes. And she's gonna like walk over to you. She's like, "You got the textbooks?"
I do. Do you have the coin?
I got the eddies. Yes. How much? Again?
I do a sliding scale, so more is better, but I understand if you don't have much. How much are you willing?
How does 25 eddies sound?
Yeah, sure. I have a lot of clients right now, so that's fine.
Awesome. Thank you. You are a life saver.
I know. Here you go.
Awesome. And she's gonna like just like digitally like send you the eddies, and she's gonna take the chip and be like, appreciate it.
Anytime. Do not tell anybody you know who I am, please. Thank you.
Got it. My lips
Are very red. Is that normal?
It's the style. You know, I'm
What style?
a Philharmonic vampire, actually. I'm not
I
like
sense that that's not true, because if you were, you would not tell me that.
I mean, just look at me. You can like, don't I look like one? I look like one, right?
You look. How to put this kindly? You look like you're trying to be one. So yes.
All right, Evan. Thank you. And then she walks away.
All right. Bye. Don't tell anybody you know who I am. Once again.
She just ignores you and continues to walk.
Evan is excellent at first impression.
Ruby, did you go to class?
I think you're gonna be really shocked by what I'm about to say. She did not go to class. And the reason she didn't go to class is because she had plans to go get frozen yogurt with her friend.
Yes. What friend is she going to get froyo with?
She is going with her friend Sandy.
Got you. So yeah, you are you're in some froyo at a local store in the University District. Sitting down, just eating and chilling. So, did you say you're skipping class for this?
Dumb stuff, not stuff I need to know. I'm actually, so I have this weird thing where like, so I'll be in a class and like I won't pay attention at all, but then I'll just do like perfectly fine, like usually like C's on quizzes, which is like, I mean, I'm just saying, not trying to brag. Sometimes it's a little lower, but like, so I thought, what's the point in going to class if I'm not even paying attention? I'm getting good grades.
Yeah, like, and also like they just like sell like education chips too. You can just like boop, put that in there.
True. I never thought about that. It's kind of expensive though, right?
Yeah. And it's not like you can only have so much information at once, but like you can just like, if you're in a quick mind, like I've had friends who have like done that for like tests. Like they just like put they got someone to like put information on a chip for them or some like random techie or whatever, and then just like boop, ace the test.
I'll think.
I think some of them got caught afterwards, but like,
is it against the rule? I mean, I guess it would be.
Yeah, they don't really like us doing that.
Yeah. Think about it. I'll think about it.
Yeah, so you got anything planned today?
Well, other than this, I have some super top secret plans going on.
Super top secret.
Yes. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. If you absolutely insist, I'm going to. If you absolutely insist, I'm going to a party today. Rose, the intern at Biotechnica, is like hosting this thing. I'm like, just gonna pull up.
Shit. You're going to Rose's party?
Yeah. I'm a little like.
I don't know. I just never took you for like a party girl, but.
Well, like guitar. That basically means I'm a party goer.
Yeah. That's all you need, really.
I'm also going to a speech thing. She's going to, or a panel, but she's the only one talking at the panel, so it's more of like a interview kind of thing. I don't know.
Yeah,
talking about Biotechnica.
Yeah, I heard about that.
You can't tell anyone.
That you're going to a public event?
I was just told that it's a secret, so.
What are you doing?
We're just watching.
Yeah?
Yeah. I'm gonna be fun.
Okay, can you make a conversation check for me?
Conversation?
Yeah.
Yes. What is that under?
Should be under social
Social?
skills. Yeah.
Okay.
She doesn't believe you, like, at all.
Okay.
Yeah, no, yeah. Just watching. Totally.
So what's your plan for the evening?
I don't know, I was thinking about hitting up some bars with some friends. Maybe dropping by Rose's thing after we pregame a bit. You're hiding something, Ruby. I'm gonna get to the bottom of it.
Do my secret.
Yeah, sure. Well, she's gonna, like, look at her agent. I actually have a class that I go to, so I'm gonna get going before I'm late. You have fun doing your totally normal activities later, and maybe I'll see you at the party. And she's gonna stand up and head out. We find ourselves like 10 minutes before 6. Natasha, where are you right now?
10 minutes before 6, Natasha is probably making her way towards Sadie's dorm. They said 5:55, I believe. So, she's just kind of meandering, but after about 5 minutes, she makes her way and just knocks on her door.
Sadie, like, opens the door, and you just get hit with, like, a wave of, like, the strangest perfume you've ever smelled. It's like...
just
it's
so
like, it's not
bewildered.
bad, but it's like... it feels like a nice death, almost. It feels like what you would imagine, like... It feels like how you imagine, like, Satan might smell. Like, if he was, like, disguised as, like, a politician.
Sadie opens the door, and immediately Natasha's like, Satan?
Is it too much? Oh my god, is it too much?
Well, it's fine. What is this smell? Why does it remind me of death? It smells fine. It's...
So I got
Sorry, something about his...
I got in.
What?
I'm a Philharmonic vampire. Do I look like one?
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you have like gothic stuff. Sorry, my nose is just a little bit fucked
I
up.
fucking knew it. I knew I looked like one.
Uh-huh.
This is something that they gave me. It's a new perfume that they're working on. A new perfume kind of cologne that they're working on.
So it's not yours? This is the thing that they do?
Yeah, I'm trying it out. I love it. Did I do too much? Because you are, like, dying over here.
It's great. My nose is sensitive, and I think it's allergies. You're fine.
Great. Okay, are you ready to get going?
Yeah, do you have, like, anything for my nose?
I don't... What do you mean for your nose? I don't...
It's fine. Let's go. Her eyes are kind of watering a little bit. Let's go. Come on. Oh, and just makes her way.
Okay, so yeah, you guys get going, get walking down towards the event. So, other two. I'm assuming you guys are meeting up beforehand, briefing before.
Yes.
The big hack.
Yes. Probably at an alley somewhere. I wasn't sure if there's going to be some more.
No, sorry. I was just
setting the
setting up your scene. No, you guys are together. My bad.
Okay.
That's what they do.
Alright.
They get to the alley and just stare.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, that's totally part of the scene. Yeah, so we're probably at like some random alley nearby, as our pre-established meetup spot.
Gotcha.
Okay.
So, what
right.
is the plan?
So, this is what I'm thinking. Let me know if you have other ideas. But I feel quite confident in my abilities, and I feel quite confident in knowing what you are good at as well. So, my thought was, I'm going to try to establish a backdoor in Rose's agent. And in order to do that, I need to be a certain distance away. So I'm gonna try to do it discreetly. I'm not exactly sure what security is gonna look like at this thing. If someone catches on to me, that is where you will come in as a distraction. And I think we should be separate from each other, sitting far apart. And if it comes to that, if I sense that someone is getting suspicious, I'll text you, I don't know, just a random emoji. What do you think of that?
Okay, I like that. What should I do as a distraction? Or actually, I'll trust that I'll come up with it in the moment. What's proper?
I trust that as well.
Yeah, I'm very distracting.
I might regret that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Okay.
Cool. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go.
Okay, so you guys make your way towards the room, and coincidentally, as you walk towards the room, Evan, you notice someone from earlier today, and she notices you as you guys also walk towards the door. It's Sadie from before, walking with some other girl as they make their way towards the event for the room.
Evan kind of just looks at her and then like looks straight ahead and keeps walking. Oh,
She's like,
okay.
She's like staring like holes right through you.
Hey. I guess we're going to the same thing, huh?
I guess so.
What? Natasha looks over and she's like basically crying with just like how much it for me was like, what?
Whoa.
Huh?
Are you okay?
Hello. I'm fine.
Did she do something
No.
to you?
Whoa! What? What?
Oh my
What?
god. What is
What do
that?
you mean? Huh?
Holy.
Oh my god.
What are you talking about?
Oh.
You're a gang member and suddenly people think the worst of you. Jesus.
What? You
You're a
really
what?
probably should-
Wait,
No,
you actually are? Oh my
no.
god.
Say, I'm now granted I'm not in the
If you
gang,
want to
but
start something,
that's alright.
if you want to start something,
No, hang on. What? No. Okay, Sadie, I know that you're like in a gang, but it's probably not a good idea to go around shouting that you're in the gang.
It's
I feel like that's
not.
gang 101,
It's not.
right?
No. Wow. I don't even know where to start. What is that smell?
it's great, right?
What do you mean?
Do you know these
It's-
people, Evan?
People plural? No. Person. Yes.
What?
I think I know the smelly one.
You know each other?
Huh.
No
I
is a
guess
generous
so.
term.
Guess
I am
okay.
aware of him.
What?
It's them, thank you.
Them, whatever.
What? Natasha's gonna like lean into Sadie after that. oh,
Oh my god, the smell.
Just gonna lean in. Like,
It's too much. It's too much. I might actually die from this smell.
Oh my god, you're being so dramatic.
Oof.
Sadie, did this guy like? Did this person like steal something from you? What's going on?
It's whatever.
Quite the
I
opposite,
just
actually.
bought like some
Uh,
books from
You? Huh?
whatever.
Huh?
You know what? Let's go in.
But
we're gonna be late, you guys. We gotta
yeah,
we gotta go. I actually don't think I know any of you, so I'm just gonna keep walking. Okay.
Bless you.
oh, all right. Thank you. Good to or bad to see you. I don't know you. Fuck you, and just keeps walking.
So you all like walk in and you see the tables are kind of like, so it's kind of like table rows with like seats behind them. So you kind of like sit like there's like a projector kind of at the front and a podium, and there's like tape and there's like rows with chairs, probably about like 4 or 5 rows. No, I mean more like 5-6 rows, and it's decently packed. There's definitely enough space for you to choose wherever you want to sit, but that's the room. And standing at the front, at the podium, is the Rose Bauer. She has like pink hair that's in like a curly bob, purple eyes, pink and purple makeup. Everything is just like pastel, like all of it. She has like this blue cropped sweater with like pink and green and purple zigzag lines, as well as like this purple skirt, and it's like kind of layered with green underneath. And she's also sporting these purple leather boots. And kind of like standing next to her, but like with his arms crossed and like leaning up against the wall, is Shinya Kusanagi. He has kind of like short, messy black hair. One of his eyes is just like black, but the other one has like a cybernetic replacement. He's wearing this like thick brown leather jacket that's kind of opened up, and there's a white tank underneath, and he has like a light tattoo that's showing on his upper chest. He's also wearing these lightly armored jeans and black boots. If anyone wants to, you can make a streetwise or local expert check to see what you know.
Yeah. I'll do a little bit of streetwise.
Ooh,
Evan knows everything.
Evan knows everything. Natasha knows nothing. Oh my god.
Oh,
You're like,
Oh my god.
you guys
We
are
did
tapped
our
in.
research.
Yeah, we're
We
logged
all
in.
are like aware of what's going on. Natasha is sneezing.
Natasha's too
Yeah.
fucked up from this perfume. Especially because
eyes are
you're
watering
sitting
so
next
much
to
you
you're
can
still
see
sitting
who that
next to
is.
her too.
Yeah.
So, yeah, but Ruby, Evan, you guys both know you know everything about Rose that's been explained before, but you also know that Shinya is, well, this has been kind of kept under wraps as a part of you guys, you know, like being part of like an underground radical group. You kind of have to try and stay in the know about things that are happening around where you are. And you've had your eyes on Rose Bauer for a while, so you know that who Shinya is. Shinya is, you know, her current output boyfriend, yada yada. And he is also a member of the Tiger Claws. It hasn't been something that's like really widely known, but it's just been kind of like rumors and hints around here, but you guys are kind of like pretty confident that it's true. And even though he is an athlete, you know, he plays on the football team, he's also known like on the streets for being a dangerous hand-to-hand fighter himself. But that is what you know, and they stand up at the podium, and Rose introduces herself. Hello, everybody. Thank you all for coming. We're gonna get started now. If you don't know me, my name is Rose Bauer. I am the president of the Biology Club, and this is kind of just a little, all about Biotechnica panel. If you have any questions afterwards, do not hesitate to ask, but I'm going to try and just get through this and let you all know what it's like, working for Biotechnica, things you could expect if you wanted to intern here, and the kind of processes that you might have to go through if you wanted to apply. So, without further ado, let's get started. Now, Evan, it's time for you to hack. Alright? Now, I'm assuming you want to try and do this stealthily, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, I'm gonna need a stealth check.
Alright. Okay.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good. As long as Shinya doesn't see you.
Been practicing all night. Did not lose all that sleep.
Yep.
Or
Nope.
nothing.
You are flying right under the radar. Alright? So, actually, I want you to give me an electronics and security tech check. That's what you're going to need to do to be able to break into this phone. So, as you start on your way to try and crack into it, it's not budging. And actually, if you look at the agent that she has as she's starting her talk, you notice that it's actually a pretty high-tech one. It's around her wrist, and it resembles what's known as a Wizard Technologies Merlin, which is very difficult to break into device. So after about after about a few minutes of trying to get in, you kind of fuck up. It takes you about 5 minutes to try and do this. So 5 minutes have passed about, and you're going to need to make another check to try and hack into it.
The security one?
Yep, electronic and security tech check.
Okay.
That also is not going to be enough to break into this phone, even with your attachment. So you're still slinked away. No one is aware of a thing, but about 10 minutes have passed, and that lack of sleep is really getting to you. And it's a little bit harder than you previously thought it might be. And you're looking at the clock, and you're seeing that time is kind of ticking by, and you probably only have about 20 to 25 minutes left to succeed on this. So I'm going to need another electronics and security tech. Yeah, so again, Evan, I guess it's probably like the pressure's getting to you a little bit, and you're really feeling it, that this is, this might have been a bit much for you to bite off.
Damn.
Can Ruby text Evan like, hey, is everything going okay?
No.
And actually,
Then I get back to try to do the thing.
Just kind of backstep a little bit. It doesn't take 5 minutes. It takes you only 1 minute to try and break into it. But so only 3 minutes have passed by, but it's still like you're hitting a wall at this moment.
Mm-hmm. Because there's not really, I mean, when it comes to establishing a back, there's not really anything else I can do other than just keep trying, right?
Yeah. You really have to try and If you take,
Okay.
if you
Can
give
I make
yourself some
another
extra
check?
time to take, I'll give you a +2 to the check, but it'll take you a full 5 minutes. So I'll give you an extra +2, which will bump up your score that you see there with an extra 6 points. But this will take you 5 minutes this time.
Okay, I'm gonna do that.
Okay. That's gonna do it.
Whew.
So you're in. And you now have full access to the contents of Rose's phone. And with that stealth that you rolled, no one notices a thing. Shinya is scanning around, but doesn't really think much of the fact that people are on their phones, because you're not the only one. So, it's nothing. No alarm bells are set off. Now, if you are activating, if you're putting in a backdoor, that's going to take you another 5 minutes, and is going to put this at about 13 minutes since the event has started.
And it's about an hour long, right?
It's about half an hour.
Ooh, okay. Okay. Do I need to do another check for that?
No. Once you're in, you can put in a backdoor, but now you have extra time, and you still have this proximity, so that backdoor is in. You've got maybe another few minutes left. Do you want to try and take a look around?
Yeah, I think to start, I want to look through, I don't know, just like some of her correspondence, see if there's anything that looks suspicious or suspect.
Got you. Okay. So, what I'm going to need from you is a deduction check. Basically, what this is going to do is it's going to see what you're able to extrapolate from the information that you're able to get on Rose's phone. The better that you roll, the more information you're going to get. So you rolled a 16. Okay. What a 16 is going to get you is that as you're looking through Rose's phone, you find that she runs a custom flower growing business where she genetically modifies and grows different flower strains as a part of the resources that she has as a Biotechnica intern. As you look through all this correspondence about, people wanting to get flowers and all this and all that, you notice that people seem to be very specific about the customization of their flower species. So, the customization of their flowers, specifically under the values of the species, the number of flowers, the petal shape, the petal length, the stalk length, the petal thickness, the stalk thickness, the petal color, the stalk color, and the scent of the flower. And if you cross-reference what people are saying, there's almost a pattern there, and the customization specifications seem to repeat among different people. But that is all you're able really.
Shady underground shit.
Yeah, that's all you're really able to get from your deduction, and that takes you about 5 minutes to do.
Okay. So with just the little bit of time I have left, I think I want to maybe plant a. Do I want to plant a tracker, or do I want to? I think plant a tracker on the
Gotcha.
device.
Awesome. Okay, that's going to be another 5 minutes, but you're now basically are going to have a constant readout of the agent's location, basically Rose's location.
Cool.
Awesome. So everything kind of flows by with a breeze throughout this presentation, and we reached the end of it. Thank you, everybody, for coming to attend. If you have any questions, please, I have about 5 minutes after here, and you can come up and chat with me, and otherwise, have a great day. And people are gonna kind of like get up and start leaving.
I think Natasha will make her way over to Rose. And she'll just kind of like make her way up, still basically crying, and just like, hello, Rose, it's so lovely to meet you. I'm okay. I was just wondering how I could apply it to the internship program.
Yeah.
Could is there like a form that I have to fill out?
She's gonna kind of like take like a few steps back. I'm like, yeah.
Biotechnica is great, by the way. I've been trying to apply it for a while.
I love it. Oh, bless you. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm doing great. I was wondering if I could. I need a form. Is there a form that I could fill out? Or
yeah.
like an electronic, something like that.
Totally. So I will.
But,
Oh. Okay. Yeah. So she's gonna like.
Is there like any kind of a form, or just
There's
something that you could send me?
Yes, I can. Do you want to just like give me your school email, and I'll just send that out to you?
Yeah, sure. Let me do that. And she gets out her agent and just like, how do I sit here? Hang on. Could you just hands her agent? Here, it's on there.
Okay, yeah. Okay. And she looks at her agent on her wrist and is like, okay. Got it. I got your email. I'll send that to you later tonight. Okay?
Okay. Wonderful. Thank you. It was a pleasure meeting you. As I'm gonna. All right. I'll be at the party. See you then. And just walks away. Fuck.
Sadie's looking
Walks
at you
off. Like. Did I do good?
Oh.
Did I do okay?
I think you fumbled.
Oh no! What do you mean? Yeah.
Like,
My nose is
first impressions are everything.
I thought that I had my fuck. My nose is so stuffed right now. I thought that I was playing it cool.
What happened? Why are you?
I guess there's just a smell in the air. I don't know.
Ooh, I don't know. I haven't been
staring right at her.
I've been pretty good. I don't know.
Oh, is that so? Okay. Well, while we go, I don't know, outside where there's ventilation.
Yeah. Let's go. Let's go.
And just starts walking.
Yeah. So you guys head out, take a step outside, take a breather, and Evan, I'm assuming you are going to quickly debrief with Ruby.
Yeah, and I think because they weren't like caught on to during the event, he's feeling pretty like their guard is down a little bit. So I think they're just gonna meet up with Ruby like right outside as they're walking back.
Got you.
I did it. I
Nice.
saw the back door, and we got a tracker on the agent.
Oh, thank God. Oh my God. I was really worried. What was going wrong at first?
Sleep deprivation, honestly.
I
needed to try it a few times.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad it worked out.
It was because of the lack of sleep.
Yeah. Okay, if you say so. Yeah, so are we gonna go back to Gray?
I mean, I still want to find there. I don't want to talk about it here, but I did find some weird correspondence. So I want to do some more digging. But I have to still be within range to do that. So I'm just wondering if there's a way that I can, like, is she still going to be around? Do we know?
I know she has a party tonight.
Oh, I did hear about that. Are you going to that?
Yeah, I was planning on going. Kind of unrelated from this, but if there's like something we should be doing there, I think.
Is there something we should be doing there?
Asking. I'm just saying, if there is, sounds like there is. We
Yes,
should do it.
There is. Yeah, we should definitely be going. We should go to that. No. Same plan.
Yeah.
If I imagine it will be easy to just like disappear in the crowd of a party. Oh God, I don't go to
Not a
parties,
fan.
but
Yeah, I can tell.
yes. But if anything starts to feel like someone's catching on to me, I'll text you. And I trust your capabilities.
Yeah. It'll be easier now that there's like gonna be a lot of people there. Like a lot. So
How many?
I don't know, but pretty much everyone I've talked to knows about it.
Oh, you talk to a lot of people. Okay, well,
Yeah. Well,
When
I
does
know
it
how much you
start?
love people, so I don't remember.
well, we should probably figure out that part.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, well, maybe just like ask literally anybody. You're good at talking to people, and then let me know.
So can Ruby's just gonna like turn around and say, "Hey,
Oh, I didn't mean-
are you going to?
Huh?
Are you going to?
Oh.
What?
Are you going to Rose's party tonight?
No.
Okay. Sorry.
Okay.
Can I go? Can you do this part when I'm not here?
Okay.
Just
Okay.
walk away.
Hi.
Oh my god.
Okay. Well, that's gonna conclude our session, and I want to thank you guys for watching, you guys for playing, and just
Thank
a
you for
special.
GMing.
Oh,
GMing.
oh,
I caught myself. I did.
But and a special thanks to Curran for the amazing artwork of all of our characters.
Yes.
So good, so good, so
There will
good.
likely be more.
Ooh.
Amazing. All right. Well, this was episode 1 of Radical Roll Breach, and definitely the first time we ever recorded this episode. So
Definitely.
Oh god!
I want to thank you all for watching, and see you in the next episode.
Toodaloo.
Gua gua.
Adios. Guagua.